Hello, my name is Ignitah, and I want to talk about something that's kind of catastrophic. I want to talk about this ending, this The Boys ending. So, what we're gonna do now, I'm speaking to the people that have seen the Conformity Gate and Stranger Things fan videos. Of course, your boy is The Boys fan as well. Yep. So imagine my disbelief when in season 5, episode 7 of The Boys made me feel something. Made me feel some type of way. I didn't know what it was. I don't like being negative. Your boy's mainly positive. Kitty Eleison. Your boy's mainly positive. Feel me? But let me tell you something real quick. You cannot tell me that something about episode 7, season 5, or season 5, episode 7 fell off. Can I sit here and tell me that like it didn't fell off? It feels off. Right? It fell off. I don't know what it was. Okay, don't ask me what it was. Don't ask me what it is. All I'm gonna say to you right now, we're gonna get into that though. Alright? This is gonna be a short and sweet video. Right? Homelander got the V1. Homelander got the V1. Butcher said run. What happens next episode? Cuts to Homelander in the White Castle. Okay. But what happened? What was all that stuff in between? Cuts to Huey and Butcher and Kimiko and Frenchie. They're all fine. Mind the hairline. What are we doing? Okay, you have a whole comic book, regardless if you follow it or not. Sure, look, I don't care about you having the same exact ending as a comic book or you having the same exact. But the thing is, you looked at it. You looked at the comic book. They looked at the comic book because spoiler alert, what was Frenchie's last words? Je l'aime till from the end, something like that. I don't know. It was something like that. Those same exact last words were the same exact last words as the comic. So they know about the source material. You know about the source material. material. And you decide to follow some parts about it and others not. Okay. Now here's the problem. I don't know if Ryan was in the source material. I don't know if Maria Monroe was in the source material. But obviously we're different. And like I would be okay with all this. But the last episode is an hour and 6 minutes. The longest episode of this entire show, well not you, of this entire season was the episode we just watched, episode 7. The next episode is shorter. It's either this last episode is gonna be horrible, or your boy Homelander might actually win. There's no in between. There's no in between. Maybe the third option is having a really good last epic fight. Okay, cool. Are we even going to see that? Is that even going to be as long as we wanted to? Are they going to even make it longer than 10 minutes? Or even 10 minutes itself? Or longer than 5 minutes? Like Stranger Things where it was like what? Like less than 10 minutes? Less than 15 minutes? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? And I kind of understand. You know, Supernatural, the way it ended, I don't think a lot of people liked it either. You know, but like, do people not learn from their mistakes? Like, what's going on? You know, the thing about endings is that they're crucial. Endings are crucial. I'm gonna come back here and say my thoughts on the last episode, but endings are crucial. Okay, if the ending is trash, the rest of the show might generally be unrepeatably watchable. The only show that comes close to being repeatable after a booty ending is maybe Game of Thrones. But like, I don't watch Game of Thrones. I don't like. I watch Game of Thrones, but I don't rewatch it. I like watching other people's reaction to certain things in Game of Thrones. But to ever rewatch it myself, no. You know, a good show that I would recommend for people to even rewatch: Breaking Bad, Arcane, bro. Like, I get a lot of people don't like Arcane. It's like, okay, on some LGBT, I understand that, but Arcane literally has a better ending than like Stranger Things and maybe Game of Thrones, and no, definitely Game of Thrones, and also The Boys. So it's like, what are we doing? Can people not write good endings anymore? This is why people watch anime, bro. Like, at least with anime, like, there's good endings. There's decent endings. Now, I'm not every single. I'm not speaking for new gens. I'm speaking for. Actually, I'm talking about like. I was gonna say Attack on Titan, but you don't have Attack on Titan. I was gonna say Naruto, but you don't have them Naruto. So I get it. Good end. Look, I get it. Now everybody's have good endings, but like, why can't we just learn from this? Like, do show writers not like look at other bad endings and see, what made them so bad? I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna ignore everything that made them so bad, and we're gonna repeat what they did. Come on, man. Bro, you know it's not good when people are arguing, yo, this is a good episode, but what is this felt the placement was off. Bro, I never heard that before. And I'm like, well, that's facts. What is this placement? Bro, this is the last season, bro. It's the final season. What's going on? Like, okay, cool, you're killing characters. Okay. I have no problem with killing characters. Some of them are a bit okay. Noir, okay. I don't know how I feel about that. Firecracker, okay, cool. A-Train was fire. A-Train's death and A-Train's entire arc somehow kind of makes the entire show kind of watchable. Rewatchable. People are calling this season the worst season of The Boys. I disagree. Season 4 is a lot worse and a lot less rewatchable. Because season 4 is straight up just like nasty fest. Like, it's just straight nasty stuff. Like, at least with Hero Gasm, we had the epic fight. No, you don't have epic fights in season 4. It's just nasty stuff. Very nasty stuff. I mean, there's epic fights in season 4, but not as... We never get that again. We never got that level of Hero Gasm again when it comes to the fights. Like, never. I don't think so. Maybe A-Train vs. Homelander, but I can't really name another fight in season 4 or in general that can match that at all. Like I don't even like the ending of season 3. To be honest, I didn't like that ending fight. I didn't like the ending of it like that, but it was at least something, right? It's becoming a thing where like, okay, seasons 1 to 3 was fire. Same thing with Stranger Things, okay, but oh no, 5th season, what are we doing? Last season, what are we doing? And what makes it worse is that they're releasing this in theaters. Bro, you're released, and not only in you have to watch it in 40x. If you can't watch it anywhere else but 40x, bro, what the frick goes on, bro? How much I bet you? Like, it's gonna be like 90% of the episode is gonna be dialogue, and your chair is gonna shake because they're like screaming like, "I am God," and they're like, "Whoa!" They're not fighting, but the dialogue's pretty good. Like, bro, what are we doing? Yo, tighten up, bro. This show literally could have been on par with like one of the greatest shows ever. I'm not even trolling. Like, literally on par to be better than Game of Thrones. And I mean, don't get me wrong. It in some ways it is, but to this day people defend Game of Thrones. At least the first couple seasons of Game of Thrones and the first couple seasons of basically, what I'm saying is that it could have ended better than Game of Thrones. It could have ended better than Stranger Things, and I don't really feel like that's gonna happen. Who knows? Maybe they might lock in. I don't know. Who knows? They might lock in. I don't know. Maybe we might see a fourth quarter clutch up, bro, in an hour and 6 minutes. That's pretty impressive. And don't get me wrong, releasing it in movies doesn't add any confidence because they did that with Stranger Things, and that was not good. The Stranger Things ending. Let me tell you about I was a Stranger Things fan myself. I was a Stranger Things fan. Okay, and I'm also the Boys fan. I love the Boys. I love the boy. I love this fucking show. That's why it hurts me deeply to see another show I love. Like that's why I don't even want to watch. Like I don't even want to watch From because I feel like From's gonna like piss me off. Right now I'm watching Walking Dead. By the way, I actually Walking Dead is actually not that bad. After season 6, a lot of y'all was dragging it. I'm not gonna lie. Walking Dead is not that bad. I'm on season 8. No spoilers. I did sleep through some episodes, but like it's not that bad. I think Walking Dead is actually a pretty decent show, even after. You know what? No spoilers, but I think it's still a good show. It's just that it kind of slows down to build people up. And I have no problem with it slowing down, right? But the problem is with the Boys, it's like, bro, this is the final season, bro. What are we doing, bro? Like what are we doing? This is the final season, my guy. This is where you just go ape shit. This is where you do fire epic fights. This is where you do intense crazy dialogue. This is where you do intense crazy scenes. Not whatever the frick the dog lady and the cat lady was doing, my guy. What would have been fire? We had gross stuff for like the what if instead of gross stuff we would have actually got like actual good fights, like great fights, like better than Herogasm. Why can't that be a thing? Were there budget cuts? Did Amazon not make money or something? Am I missing something? Y'all had Invincible, bro. What are you doing? And don't get me started on Invincible because a lot of Invincible fans love defending that last episode of Invincible. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. Bro, you just like fights. You're a fight type of person. Gee, man, if I'm gonna watch a superhero show, I'm expecting superhero fights. What's the point of a superhero show if they're not gonna display their superhero abilities against supervillains? What's like the whole point of the Boys is them finding out a way to do something or like stuff ending badly. I understand that, but at the same time, there's superpowers in the show. Let it display them. Let's see Homelander flying through buildings. Let's see Homelander having like a protest and him erasing the entire protest. Cause who's gonna stop him? He took over America right now. Look, bro, I don't know, bro. And it's like, oh, but they're saving all this for the finale. Bro, what do you mean? We had a whole season where you could do that. Don't get me started on the promotional material, bro. No. I'm done hearing coping. Let's stop coping, bro. I'm a cope a little bit for this for finale episode. I think it's gonna be good. I'm probably gonna avoid spoilers. I'm gonna go in with a fresh mind. See what's going on. I am scared. I'm scared that this show finna be some booty. This like an ending finna be some booty, and it might be. And you know what? You gotta kind of embrace. I'm expecting the least right now. I'm expecting the least because, you know what? I expected the most friendly things, and we got Conformity Gate. Shout out Conformity Gate. Yo, Conformity Gate. Shout out y'all, bro. Well, man. And Frenchie's death, like I didn't even have a problem with Frenchie's death. I thought Frenchie's death was good. I just think that like they're playing it too safe on these characters. Because at least in the comics, there was tension. There was like, oh shoot, this is epic. Oh shoot, yo, this is crazy. Why do writers don't like that shit? Do you not know? Do you not want your show to be epic? And don't say you don't want your show to be epic, bro. In season 5, episode 6 of The Boys, you have this man Homelander going crazy. It was epic, and everybody liked that shit. Everybody loved Herogasm, but instead y'all say, oh, they love the corny jokes and the nasty stuff. They like the corny jokes and the nasty stuff. That's why they like the Herogasm. No, sure, that was part of Herogasm. But it was the fights, bro. It was like back to back crazy stuff, crazy fights going on, or crazy stuff going on where powers were being displayed and it was chaotic, and that's fun. That's cool. Let the show be chaotic. That's why season 5 of Stranger Things was, or was it season 6 or 5? Wait, season 5 of Stranger Things was booty. That shit was booty, bro. You ended on an apocalyptic type of thing, and then the next season, oh, the government took over it, so it's no longer apocalyptic anymore. They're like, we're trying to get the season 1 vibes back. My brother in Christ, it is literally the final season. What do you mean? You're trying to get the season 1 vibes back. How you gonna add the story? I'm going on a tangent on the Stranger Things. This is about the boys. What else? What else? The Deep. I don't like his character. I don't know why he's still alive. I don't care for him at all. He could. I don't not care for him. Where is Ryan? Where is Maria Monroe gonna be fit into this? Where is Soldier Boy gonna fit into this? How are they even gonna do this? Is Homelander even gonna do anything with his V1? And I'm not talking about the fight. The fighting. Obviously, there should be fighting. Yo, imagine there's no fighting. Yo, I'm dropping the show, bro. Well, it's ended, but you know what I mean. Like, can we see Homelander actually do stuff with his V1 besides fight people? Like, or like murder people? Like, can we see him murder? Can we see it in a larger scale at least? Like, that's been hinted at for all the that's been built up. Like the images. Like, let him actually do it. Like, oh my gosh, he murders somebody in public because someone threw a can. Okay, that's good. Can we build that up? Okay, maybe he murders 3 people in front of just in public and just randomly, and flies off. Or like he like I don't know, man. They just don't want they just don't like creating, like, I don't know if it's like a demonic contract or something, but they don't like making good endings to shows anymore. The only person that I know that could do that is Vince Gilligan. This dude Vince Gilligan always cooks with his shows. A lot of y'all hated on Pluribus. But that show finna have a top 5 ending of all time, right next to Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Mark my words. And Vince Gilligan's all off the dome, bro. That's another thing. He's all off the dome. So I want y'all to really understand something, bro. Understand that your boy losing faith, man. This show is down for the count. With, like, okay, let's think about something else that incorporated a spinoff. Okay, so with Game of Thrones, right? House of the Dragon expanded on. Okay, I don't think that's a good example. Shout out my dog. Let's think about Better Call Saul spinoff, right? Why would you watch Better Call Saul if Breaking Bad is the best part of it? Or why would you watch Breaking Bad, right? It's to get more context. It's to understand the consequences of his actions, to expand on the character, right? You want to expand on the character, and when you incorporate him, let him be incorporated in a way that impacts the story, right? Not too crazy, but crazy enough to where it's like, okay, oh, that's cool. I want to see what he does in his own show. What, like, they don't do that for Maria Monroe. They could have her save Frenchie. To be honest, I don't want them to save Frenchie because I feel like that would just be like, I don't know, that would be cool. I think that would be cool and a very interesting way to misdirect the audience. I wouldn't like it because I do feel like we need deaths because to make stakes, you know. And we have Marie. Oh, we have Marie here. Then it's like, you know what's going on, you know. So I kind of understand that. But I'm gonna end it off by saying that I just hope there's some good in the last episode. Maybe an actual good ending fight. Maybe an actual good closing. Satisfying. It's like some satisfying endings. Like maybe get Huey and Starlight a good satisfying ending for them. Maybe a satisfying ending for Butcher, at least. To see what goes on there. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on things. And oi,